What is a good diet? So, a good diet should contain adequate nutrition to meet the physiological needs of the individual. Let's think of the body as a complex machine.
The body needs energy to carry out functions from the cellular level, where energy is needed for the production of more energy, to a broader systemic level, where the body is involved in complex operations requiring so much energy. The body also carries out functions of maintenance of tissue, such as muscle structure, and production of complex chemicals, such as enzymes and antibodies. There's also the function of repair. As a matter of fact, the cells and tissues of the body do have specific roles, and these require a variety of nutrients. Each nutrient has its specific role in these processes, and that is why a good diet is a balanced diet of the basic nutrients served in right proportions that meets the individual's specific needs.
So, these are a few samples of items I typically use during my meal prep. These samples or food items contain the basic required nutrients, that is, carbohydrates, proteins, fats and lipids, vitamins and minerals, dietary fiber, and of course, there's the water. So, what are these items? You have mushrooms, beans, there's nuts, peanuts, there's cheese, carrots, ginger. I love cooking with ginger. I love cooking with garlic. There's tomatoes, salt, iodized salts. I typically go for iodized salts. Iodine necessary for thyroid health, and of course you have this sodium and chloride. There's fats, olive oil, which is a good source of omega-3, healthy fat. There's blueberries. There's bell pepper. Now, if you're Nigerian, you appreciate the importance of bell peppers. I typically use this for our jollof rice, stew, egusi, right? So this is for me, a staple item. There's the grapes, there's spinach. Now, I typically buy frozen vegetables. That's because it's convenient for me. It offers me good storage. However, if you can afford buying fresh vegetables, it's much better, right? I do get fresh vegetables, just depending. Most times just because this stores longer in the freezer, so I buy frozen spinach. There's lettuce, there's strawberries, there's fish, there's salmon, also a good source of omega-3. There's rice. If you're Nigerian, you cannot do without rice. This is our staple, right? There's eggs, oranges, lemon. I mentioned salt and oil. You have broccoli. I use broccoli a lot too. My kids love broccoli. And of course, water. So these are just a few items of food samples. Remember, for sustainability, you want to get items that are affordable and also available at your local store. So what do you use? So what consists a balanced diet? A balanced diet consists of 6 basic nutrients served in the required portions. And these are the class of carbohydrates found in food items such as bread, potatoes, pasta, cereal, rice. There's the class of proteins. Now there's the animal protein found in food items such as fish and seafood, lean meats, eggs and poultry, milk, yogurt, and cheese. And then there's the plant-based proteins found in foods such as beans, lentils, melon seeds, peas, nut butter. They're the class of lipids or fat, and these come in forms of saturated fats and unsaturated fats. Unsaturated fats are available as monounsaturated and polyunsaturated, and also as cis or trans fat. The preferred forms are the cis configuration of omega-3, and the most undesirable is trans fat, especially because The body has difficulty in processing these, which then easily clog on blood vessels. There are the vitamins, and these come in a wide variety of foods. And so you have the water-soluble vitamin. These are vitamin B, which is usually referred to as a complex because you have different kinds of vitamin B. There's the vitamin C, and these are found in various fruits and vegetables, milk and dairy, grains. Then there's the fat-soluble vitamins, and these are vitamin A, D, E, and K. They're usually found in foods that have high natural fat. And so we talk about food items like oily fish, avocados, dairy, eggs, liver. That's also found in dark leafy vegetables. And you have the minerals, and these also are in a wide variety of foods. The minerals are important for various roles and functions. Such minerals include sodium, potassium, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, chloride, iron, zinc, iodine, copper, just to mention a few. The requirements of these minerals vary. Some are needed in more quantities than others. They are especially important in the support of various processes within the body, and they come in a huge variety of food compounds. And lastly is water. Now, water plays a huge role. There's just a plethora of functions of water. With water making up 60% of the body's weight, the majority of the body's physiological systems depend on water. Now, apart from the various roles attributable to water in the body, water provides a suitable medium in which these nutrients are made accessible to the body. And there is the dietary fiber, and this usually is in form of whole grain cereal, fruits and vegetables. Now, they usually form the indigestible parts of plants in our diet. They're restricted to the guts, and they help with the movement of waste products of our diet through the gut. And so they help to keep the guts healthy. The dietary fibers are also found in legumes such as peas, dried beans. They're also present in oat bran, seed husks. So these are examples of fibers. Now, most food items don't strictly have one kind of nutrient. They could be known to have a predominant nutrient. However, they're still capable of providing good amounts of other kinds of nutrients. There's the potato, for instance, known to provide starch, which is a complex form of carbohydrates. But they still have beneficial amounts of vitamins such as B6 and vitamin C, and also contain minerals like potassium. The body is overly complex and needs a whole variety of nutrients that specialize in specific functions. The wider a variety of nutrients, taking in adequate amounts to meet our specific needs, the better the value of our diet. And these varieties come in various sizes, shapes, and colors. Now, a good diet will depend on the specific needs of an individual, and this will be determined by factors such as age, sex, lifestyle, occupation, certain physiological status such as found in pregnancy, or medical conditions such as in diabetes, chronic kidney diseases, conditions like gout, gluten sensitivity. Now, also important to consider is the availability of nutrients in our diet. And this can be affected by how we process or serve our foods. Certain temperatures can affect the stability of some nutrients and their nutritive value. While cooking food aids digestion, however, it could cause a reduction in amounts of available vitamins and minerals that are present in the raw forms of some foods, especially fruits and vegetables. Extreme temperatures can alter the configuration of some foods. Now, example, during deep frying using oils, a high temperature over 375 Fahrenheit can cause the cis configuration of olive oil to be altered to trans configuration, and this will cause the change from healthy omega-3 to unhealthy trans fat. You don't expect health changes based on the consumption of a good meal once in a while. It has to be a lifestyle. Therefore, it has to be available and affordable. Now, meal prep should also be easy, and this enhances sustainability. Now, there are diets for specific situations or purpose, and these include diets for weight loss with emphasis on caloric restrictions. There are diets for body build or muscle build, and in addition to healthy carbs, fruits, and vegetables, the emphasis on proteins. There are recommended diets for certain health conditions, such as in diabetes, with low fat and low caloric diets, in chronic kidney diseases, recommended low protein diets, also low in potassium. One is prone to gouty attacks. There's the recommendation to have diets that are low in purine. Now, purine is found in red meats, liver, kidney, certain seafoods. And yes, there are certain conditions that determine what is ideal in one's diet, what should be minimized or restricted, and what should be enhanced. Now, there are foods with little or no nutritive value and are risks to health conditions. And these include high sugary foods, foods with trans fats. These are foods that are fried. There's the highly processed foods. And note also, alcohol interferes with body's utilization of food. Now, personally, I believe in moderation. Hey, I'm guilty of indulging occasionally in unhealthy eating, but that's occasionally, definitely not a lifestyle. Now, in addition to good diets, be active, do exercises, and be mindful. I'm Dr. Francisca Osage. Thank you for joining me from my kitchen on Francisca and Health Matters. If you've enjoyed us, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.